5 mind-blowing facts about the human brain. 1. The fastest organ in the human body is not the heart. It's the brain. The reason why? Neurons, the cells that make up our nervous system, have a large number of connections. In fact, there are around 100 billion neurons in the brain, each capable of forming thousands of connections with other neurons. This vast network allows the brain to communicate with itself at incredible speeds, enabling us to think, move, and interact with the world around us in real time. Number 2. The brain is the most energy-consuming organ in the human body. It's responsible for a whopping 20% of the body's energy usage, even though it only makes up 2% of our body weight. What makes this so mind-blowing is that the brain is incredibly efficient. It uses glucose and oxygen to produce energy, but it does so at a rate that's much faster than any other organ. This means that the brain is constantly in a state of high energy consumption, which is necessary for its many functions, including thinking, learning, and controlling movement. 3. The brain doesn't feel pain. We've all had headaches before, but did you know that the brain itself can't feel pain? In fact, the brain doesn't have any pain receptors. So when we experience pain, it's actually our nerves sending signals to the brain that something is wrong. This is why brain surgery can be performed without the patient feeling any pain. Of course, this doesn't mean that the brain is immune to pain. Damage to certain areas of the brain can result in chronic pain conditions, but the brain itself doesn't feel pain. 4. We dream because our brain processes emotions. While we sleep, our brain processes the emotions we've experienced during the day. This is why we often dream about things that have happened to us recently, or why we might dream about a recent traumatic event long after it's happened. Our brain is trying to make sense of our emotions and experiences, and it does this by creating dreams. Dreams allow us to revisit our experiences and work through our emotions. They help us to process what has happened to us and make sense of it all. Without dreams, we would not be able to cope with the emotional demands of everyday life. 5. The brain is more powerful than a supercomputer. The human brain has been compared to a supercomputer because of its incredible processing power. In fact, the brain is much more powerful than any supercomputer ever created. This is because the brain can perform complex tasks such as recognizing faces, understanding language, and making decisions, all while consuming relatively small amounts of energy. Supercomputers, on the other hand, require huge amounts of energy to function, and they're nowhere near as efficient as the brain. In short, the brain is the ultimate supercomputer, and it's more powerful than anything that humans have ever created. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.